This is Engadget. Here's what's happening in the world of technology. Today is December 8th. 3 Democratic lawmakers in the House are demanding answers from Elon Musk about a recent platform manipulation campaign related to recent protests in China. In a letter to the Twitter CEO, Representatives Raja Krishnamurti, Adam Schiff, and Jackie Speer write that they have deep concern about the recent spam campaign that drowned out tweets about the protests. The lawmakers want Musk to answer questions about whether Twitter has any evidence the spam campaign was a state-backed effort by the People's Republic of China, PRC, to ensure that the United States is prepared to counter, thwart, and deter foreign influence threats online. It is critical that we understand the extent of the PRC's potential manipulation of Twitter and identify how recent changes at Twitter are affecting the threat of CCP foreign influence operations on social media, they write. The lawmakers also address recent changes at Twitter under Musk's leadership, with questions about what Twitter's emphasis on free speech means for information access on the platform, as well as whether the company has the capacity to identify platform manipulation campaigns. Since Musk took over Twitter, questions have swirled about how he will handle the platform's dealings with Chinese officials, such as requests to remove state-affiliated labels from their accounts. Tesla, the other company Musk runs, is highly dependent on China for manufacturing. So far, Musk hasn't publicly acknowledged the letter, which provides a December 31st deadline for a response. Twitter no longer has a communication team. However, Musk has shown little regard for other letters from lawmakers. He recently addressed a letter from Massachusetts Senator Ed Markey about Twitter's failure to stop impersonation attempts with a dismissive tweet. And Ramesh Sunny Balwani, Theranos' former chief operating officer, has been sentenced to nearly 13 years in prison. Balwani was found guilty of all charges in a trial earlier this year that charged him with defrauding the blood testing startup's patients and investors. Of note, his sentence is slightly longer than the 11 years and 3 months given to Elizabeth Holmes, the former CEO of Theranos. Ahead of his sentencing, Balwani's legal team had asked for probation or house arrest, the Wall Street Journal reported. A probation officer had recommended a 9-year sentence, while prosecutors wanted 15 years in prison. Balwani will also have to pay restitution, though the amount hasn't yet been set. He is due to surrender March 15th. Unlike Holmes, who was not convicted on 7 out of 11 total fraud charges in her trial, Balwani was convicted of defrauding Theranos patients in addition to the company's wealthy investors. As COO, Balwani oversaw the operations of the company's troubled laboratory, and prosecutors argued that he had detailed knowledge of problems with its blood tests and the risk they posed to patients. Though Balwani never rose to the same level of fame as his former partner during his time at Theranos, his relationship with Holmes has played heavily into the intrigue surrounding the company's downfall. Holmes and Balwani's relationship featured prominently in The Dropout, a Hulu miniseries about Theranos, and text messages between the two were read aloud in both trials. Balwani was also a major part of Holmes' defense. During her trial, she testified that Balwani had been abusive during their romantic relationship and that had misled her about issues in the company's lab. Balwani didn't testify at his trial or speak during his sentencing hearing. If you want to catch the latest tech news as it's happening, check out Engadget.com or tune in again every weekday.
SpokenLayer.